Hello, Aries, and welcome to your April 2026 tarot card reading. We are going to get started with an animal spirit to get a sense of the energy you're carrying in for this month. Coyote spirit, trust in divine detours. Okay, and we'll go ahead and look at the environment with another oracle card. I love the trust and detours, though. We're going to have some faith for sure. Accepting what is. I accept and embrace my inner majesty. Wow, that's powerful, and I like that because let me tell you, it's your season, and it is you're hosting major planet power, and you have the new moon that is basically doing or initiating a reset for the whole astrology, for the whole collective. So there's a lot of power, and besides which your planet's moving in. Mars is moving into your sign on the 9th. So yeah, there's some majesty, there's some power, and you are definitely taking a leadership position. So let's go ahead and get some additional guidance here from tarot. All right, so we have Five of Swords, Ace of Cups, and Five of Wands. Ace of Wands, Page of Wands. I'm glad these wands are showing up. This is your energy, fire energy. And then we have a wait and see with the Hanged Man, Queen of Wands, Four of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. All right, let's take a look to see what this story is going to be about here. For first of all, I'm not surprised with the conflict here. This Five of Swords, the Five of Wands, and again, Mars coming into your sign causes some of this kick up, some of this upset. We know that Uranus is going to be disrupting a few things, and he's making a big shift this month too. So we have some energies here that are predictable based on what our stars are saying. But I really, really love these aces. The Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and especially the Ace of Wands because that signifies your energy, being a fire sign, being, holding the wands. But the aces are the power brokers. It's the beginning, and that's what we're talking about. We're talking about a new beginning, a new chapter. We're all going to be wiping our slate clean. This is a cosmic reset for everybody, where we're going to be able to leave the past, leave all of these unresolved discrepancies and energetic lows behind, and just start again, start building a new path, start building a new story. So these aces are holding the power. They will be the instigators, they will be the initiators, because that's what new beginnings mean, aces, right? Also with the Page of Wands, again, another wand. So basically the party's in your house here, right? And everyone showed up. The Sun, Mercury, Mars, Saturn, Neptune. This is all about you as our leader, and that's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to be leading us into this new start, this restart, because the new moon actually is also in your sign, and that's happening a little bit later. So let's talk about the Five of Swords. So we know that there is going to be some people aren't really going to be on the same page because people have their own agendas, right? And the Five of Wands, talks about the disagreements, the not willing, to make some compromises, not willing to sit down and talk. And, I think that's going to be kind of a rocky little April, for all of us. And the Five of Wands over here even shows a little bit more of a a continuation of this with more people joining in. You know, you've got 3 people not agreeing over here, you know, and kind of like, well, we're out of here. We're not going to listen to this. You know, you can't have your way all the time, right? And so they're just kind of leaving unresolved issues. But what happens if we don't resolve this is more people join the fight, you know, the group mob mentality, so to speak. And obviously I'm not talking about physical altercations, although that can happen because there are some very strong forces this April, and to be aware of for sure. But it's really about disagreements, not wanting to cooperate. That's really what it's about. And it's saying it's all for the sake of this new beginning, where you want to lead us, where we need to go. And everybody's not lining up behind you, is what that's showing me. And you know, there's a reason this is happening, you know? So when I said that you're the leader now, you know, follow the leader type of thing, it's because you're the first in the zodiac sign. You're the first house. You're the first sign, Pisces being the last, the 12th house. And so when we're at the beginning and all of the planets are in perfect alignment to begin this restart, to have this new beginning, and you're the one hosting all of this, including, you know, when it's initiated, the start of it, which will be the new moon on the 17th, you know, you are the leader in essence. But good leaders listen, you know, good leaders watch to see what's going around. You know, here's a page of wands kind of looking over the hills and kind of checking out the environment a little bit. You know, Mars is your ruler, and you do like to jump out of the box and be the first one to get going, but there's some caution that needs to prevail here. And I like that the coyote spirit showed up because it says trust in divine detours. Now sometimes detours are this type of energy. You know, when things are difficult, when you're not getting cooperation, when people are not lined up and moving forward with you, these are detours. These are divine detours. You know, there's some challenges being, you know, made to you. Maybe it's not time to, you know, move the company in this direction. Maybe it's not time to move the family in this direction. So there's some things going on that aren't lining up for you, and those are divine detours. And sometimes it's chaos and uncooperative energy, and that's how it shows up. You know, fear, anxiety, all of those energetic, you know, areas are calling cards of detours, of hold on and wait. So there's something here that you need to give pause to. That doesn't mean that we're not going, because, you know, you like to go, Mars likes to go, he's coming in on the 9th, and you're going to start to go. But it's not just full speed ahead to the end zone. There's going to be some challenges. There's going to be some detours that you need to be made aware of. So there will be a period where you're just going to have to wait and see, which is what the Hanged Man indicates. Now, the Queen of Wands, we love it because that's your energy too. And it's a really attractive, you know, high magnetic attractive energy, saying that you're pulling in your good karma. You're pulling in the right people. You'll pull in the quality people. Queens, of course, represent a high-level person. You know, some people with experience, some people with knowledge, and some people who are willing to assist you. I mean, cooperative energy is, you know, absolutely mandatory. We don't go through life alone. We don't go through it in a bubble. And this Four of Cups is telling me you've really got to hold out somewhere. So this is you seemingly coming up with an offer for somebody, and they're not interested in it, and they might be a key person. And I think that's why this Queen of Wands is looking over here. And you're going to have to use your gift of persuasion, right? Your charm, you know, your better angels, Aries. Slow down a little bit, you know. Don't keep on being real aggressive, saying, all right, let's listen to what this person has to say and see if we can come up with a solution. Now, the Queen of Swords is really a no-nonsense energy, and it just means that you're in that mode of not wanting to listen to or hear the naysayers. You're not interested in listening to the negative energy. And it's really interesting that she's lined up here in the last column, because I think, you know, you hate waiting around for things, you know, you just do. But Saturn's in your sign. Saturn is a taskmaster, and so is the Queen of Swords. And there is a timing issue of here. So all of these planets in your sign have a role to play. So it's not just Mars that rules the day. In fact, Mars is going to conjunct Saturn on the 19th. And listen, we know that Mars is god of war, but we also know that Saturn is the lord of karma. So there is some things that you have to slow down, pay attention to, and take advice from. All right, let's go ahead and get one more oracle card to finish this reading for Aries for April. Standing firm. I am noble, brave, and strong. Yes, you are. And that's a great message to end this with, honestly, because we talked about all of the challenges, the uncooperative energy, but you were chosen for this moment, Aries. You're going to stand firm, and you know that you are noble, brave, and strong. And we need your bravery. We need your strength. We need the nobility of it all. But we also need for you to open up a little bit and listen to some things. Remember, detours come in strange packages. Okay, that's all I have for you. If this resonated, please like, share, and subscribe. I am wishing you all peace, balance, and harmony. Take care.